To me, wrote a note from Washington State about the travel ban. I've been handwriting a note back to them.
Oh wow!
Handwrite a note back to everybody, but it is now coming to an end, which is good. Before I get that out of here,
we're excited, right? But that said, I'm not surprised. You know, every federal court that's looked at the travel ban so far has determined that it cannot go forward. So this unanimous decision from the Ninth Circuit does not come as a surprise, but we're delighted by it, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I think the same message will go to the U.S. Supreme Court, but the decision today sort of shows the strength of our case, right? There's multiple ways in which the president's action is unlawful, statutory claims and constitutional claims. So we're optimistic as it goes before the U.S. Supreme Court. Typically, the U.S. Supreme Court, when they're looking to take a case, wants a disagreement amongst the lower courts, right, in which they clarify the law. Right now, there's not a disagreement. The courts are all in agreement that the injunction should be in place. So it would not totally shock me if the U.S. Supreme Court decided not to take the case simply because there is no conflict in the lower courts.
That's
two scenarios.
Yeah, two scenarios.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're very pleased with the decision. We're still going over it, but it sure looks like, based upon the decision that was issued today, that in all likelihood there is going to be a review on this decision in the U.S. Supreme Court. I have some people who...
Good job.
Thank you.
The least I can
Okay,
do.
great. Oh, yeah. It feels is that it really shows that we have three branches of government and that there are checks and balances. In other words, I think what's been said over and over in the decision, these decisions, is that the president doesn't just have this unfettered, broad, unchecked authority for him to do whatever he wants. In other words, he's not the king. He's not a dictator. We're not in an authoritarian country, and so what makes the United States so special is that when the people who set up our country in the first place set it up, they did it because they believed in these three branches of government that could check each other. So that, for example, if a president did something that stepped out of bounds with the Constitution or with laws, then you could have the courts to be able to stop him. So to me, this is everything that we learned in social studies in high school, just coming to play exactly the way it should.